Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Finite MTG, and we are back with another Chaos Draft. This time, we are looking at some kind of Tarkir pack here. I picked this card actually first in one of my last Chaos Drafts in the previous season, which was not restricted to these newer sets. And it was quite strong, 5 mana, 5/3 flyer, 2 in a red to ping non flyers, 2 in a green to ping other flyers. So I think that's just going to be the best one for me to start with here. Other good cards in the pack, the Vulturous Aven is pretty strong. I think Stormwing Dragon and Herd Chaser Dragon are probably both fine. The 6 mana for a 3/3 flyer for each of them, not ideal. I think the Kirin is not bad. The Lore Master is okay too. I had that card also in a previous Chaos Draft, but we're going to start things out here with the Harbinger. Harbinger of the Hunt. Ooh, into a Rurik Thar. All right, I guess we're doing it. Yeah. I mean, that's a good card right there. Thar she blows. Okay. Other cards in this pack. Riot Piker is pretty bad, but sometimes you can put it in your aggressive decks. 6 mana, 5/4 trample. Gives things trample. No thank you. And yeah, I don't know. Sounds like we're supposed to be in Gruul, so I'm going to try to play Gruul here. What was I going to say though? Oh, so right now my rating is almost up to 1900 just from running a bunch of Chaos drafts. My record in Chaos is like 17-4 or something like that, so things are going pretty well. No Rakdos cards in this, or I'm sorry, Gruul cards in this pack, and Gruul is one of the guilds in this set, so that's a bit unfortunate, but yeah, I don't know, we'll have to figure something out here. I could take Mortify as just the best card, but it's extremely far away from what I'm trying to do. I could take like a Wilderness Reclamation, which is good with the Harbinger, but just a bad card in general, I think. Could take a Growth Spiral if I wanted to. Maybe if I thought I could end up green blue and splash red, but I don't like Growth Spiral at all. So I'm thinking maybe I'll take a Guild Gate, which is a pretty early Guild Gate, but I could end up like green blue splash red, or even green red splash blue. Maybe I should just take the Mortify. It is the best card in the pack. I think I really want to play these cards though, so I think I'll take the Fixing here. Could be a mistake, but okay. Bit rewarded in this pack with the nice Cartouche of Strength. Tormenting Voice, probably the best red card in the pack. A bunch of red cards that I am not a huge fan of. I do like the Cartouche of Ambition as well, though I think that one's a bit worse than the Cartouche of Strength. Seeker of Insight, some people really like that card. Not me. Just going to see if we can play Gruul here with these two very powerful first picks. Or first couple picks, I should say. Okay, this pack, nothing super special. I think we're going to take the Gitu Chronicler, which right now is not, again, particularly exciting for our deck. But it is maybe top 3 cards in this pack. The Journey Mage and the Thallid Omnivore, also quite strong. Actually, maybe top 4 because of the Memorial. But I do like Chronicler a lot in general, and if you get some good red removal, then things work nicely. It's the one downside of the Cartouche being an aura. You can't get it back with the Chronicler. Okay, this pack. So take inventory, not very exciting. Harmless Offering, kind of unplayable, so I'm looking at either 4 mana 3/3 lock down a land, or 4 mana 2/3 Flash Reach. I think I should take the Swift Spinner over the Innkeeper. They definitely do different things, and they do them with pretty comparable power levels. Like if I think I'm playing an aggro deck, maybe I just take the Innkeeper. I don't know. I think this is a very close pick between these two medium cards. I think I'm going to take the Innkeeper, but I could see that being incorrect. The main thing I was thinking there is, it seems like the deck that I'm going toward right now doesn't really want to worry about blocking, and hey, this has flying and this has reach, so that's all the blocking we need to do right there. It's not actually how that works, of course, but just pretend. Agent of Horizons. We do have a Simic Guildgate in the sideboard. Voyage's End, I think, pretty easily the best. Well, maybe not the best card with the God's Willing in the pack, but definitely a strong contender. Could just take a 2-mana 2/1 trample. Could take the Agent of Horizons. Yeah, maybe I'm missing out a bit on some blue cards. But I do have 2 very strong Gruul rares here. Yeah, I guess I'll take the Agent over the Satyr Rambler. I think that's what it said, not like Rumbler or something. This pack will take a Primordial Worm over a Blind Blast. The Blind Blast does improve the Gitu Chronicler, which kind of humorously makes the Rurik Thar worse. I don't really respect Blind Blast that much anyway, and I think Primordial Worm is just nicely sized, so we can just take that here. Okay, in this pack, 2-mana 2/1. Oh, this card's actually solid. It's not quite as good as like the Goblin with a similar ability, like Ornery Goblin, I think, or the Ashmouth Hound, but it's just a solid 2-drop, so that's what we're all about. Okay, could take a 6-mana 5/4 trample, could take this Cluestone thing. We don't really have an incentive to play blue. I don't know, maybe we're playing 6-mana 5/4 trample. It's pretty unexciting. I think we can take this for the sideboard over the bad trampler. Okay, there's a Growth Spiral too. Actually, let's just take the Volley. I think that's a better sideboard card. I don't respect Growth Spiral at all as a card, and I think Volley could come out of the sideboard and be good. Fling is pretty nice here. We've got some big guys. We might need to get some reach here. It's good with the Primordial Worm. It's a little awkward with the Rurik, but okay, Broken Bond for the sideboard now. Good sideboard cards at least, and we can hate draft an inventory and a swamp. Classic swamp hate draft. So start of the pack was really exciting there, and then things slowly went downhill from there. This pack is quite poor for us, unfortunately. Bone Scythe Sliver, probably decent. Singer Vampire, very strong. Angelic Accord, kind of fun build around, I guess. Good with like the Brindle Boar, which we might have to take here. Maybe I should just take a Dragon Hatchling. I don't think it's really a good card, but I guess it's a good mana sink if nothing else. I think the Brindle Boar is playable, but I don't think it's good. Yeah. Maybe we take the boar and like wield the Lava Axe and classic burn yourself for 6, deal them 5. Yeah, I think the boar is okay to take here, but again, another pretty disappointing pack for us. Okay, Rubble Belt Runner now and Skewer the Critics. I think I have to take the Skewer. We have very little good removal. We're pretty likely to wheel the Runner, I think. Makes the Chronicler better. Passing a Wrecking Beast, which is another good card for sure. But yeah, need to take the Skewer out of this one. Okay, what do you do? Okay, I think the Sinkhole's bad, by the way, but I think the Claws are not bad. Yeah, it seems like they're not bad. Each creature you control with a +1/+1. Oh, interesting. So it's like a 5-mana fight effect, but it's slow, but it's potentially pretty strong. Like support 2, and I think it's a bite, right? Each creature with a +1/+1 counter on it deals damage. Yeah, so it's a bite, not a fight. It seems pretty good. Yeah, I think this card is quite good. I'm passing the Hellion and the Claws. I think the Claws probably a bit worse. Again, I don't have very much in the way of removal. It's getting a bit awkward to pick up all these non-creature spells with the Rurik Thar, but oh well. Okay. Chandra Spitfire could be kind of fun with the Rurik Thar, but we're just going to take a Leafkin Druid. Some much needed ramp. Looks like easily our best 2-drop so far. So definitely happy about that one. Okay. I think we're going to take probably a Centaur Nurturer over the Vivian's Grizzly. I have not been super impressed by Vivian's Grizzly, and I think Nurturer is just solid. It's a better body, and yeah, again, I think this deck could use some ramp. Passing, yeah, some cards that are not super exciting. I think this is correct. Okay, Conclave Naturalists, not a terrible card. I think this card is pretty good, right? Yeah, I think this card's pretty strong. Yeah, so it just makes your stuff very hard to block and can make things good for you in combat. So I think we'll just keep taking these nice cards. Like, the start of this pack was not very good for us, that first pick Brindlebore, but things have been going pretty well since then, I think. I think we'll take a Scalding Cauldron out of this pack, passing Ogre Errant. Yeah, it's just another removal spell. Not an amazing one, mind you, but a playable one, so. I am a little worried about dinging myself with Rurik Thar, but apparently we only have 5 non-creature spells, so we'll see how this goes. Ooh, Outland Boar, that was a gift. Lifecraft Cavalry, also a very good card. 4 mana 4/4 with evasion, I think is just too good, even though this is potential 5 mana 6/6 trample. Yeah, I think this card's really, really good. Sorry, Lifecraft Cavalry, I do think you're also a very strong Magic card. This deck is starting to look actually quite powerful, so happy about that. So we wield both of the bad red cards. I think I'd rather... I guess I'll take this Hatchling. I think it's pretty bad, though. It's going to start in the sideboard. Ooh, there we go. Wheeling that Rebel Belt Runner now. We can go Runner, Boar, Harbinger, Rurik Thar. That is a curve right there. Passing a Wrecking Beast. That's another really good one, to be sure. And a Storm Strike. I think that card is pretty good, too. But 3 mana 3/3, even with a worse line of evasion than the Boar, I think is still a totally solid card. We wield this and it's playable, so maybe it'll make our deck. Yeah, I think our deck is potentially going to be pretty strong here. Take a Tectonic Rift, I think, for the sideboard. I don't really like the Salvager of Ruin, and this can punish greedy mana bases or just end the game by making things unable to block. I think we're going to take a Return to Nature over the Nahiri Stoneblades. We already have a Broken Bond, but I think the Return to Nature is a solid sideboard card. Yeah, I think things are looking pretty good here for Gruul Beats. Demolish, I hate that card, but we'll take it anyway. It's just worse than the Tectonic Rift, worse than the Broken Bond, worse than the Return to Nature. Just isn't good. In this pack, we get to take a Burn Away or a Savage Punch, depending. How many creatures with power 4 or greater do we have? So this, if it becomes blocked, so probably not. So 1, 2, 3. Just a few, I think, really. I think I should just take this Burn Away. It's not ideal, because the punch is cheap and it's good. Yeah, this is pretty close. Maybe we take the punch and try to wheel like a Swift Kick or something. I could see that being correct here. Yeah, I suppose we can do that. The punch is just so much cheaper than these cards, and my deck is pretty expensive, so I think I value being able to try to double spell a lot. Okay, 2 mana 2/2, that turns into a 3/3 when land enters the battlefield. Evolving Wilds also in the pack. This card is not good. Call the Scions is, I guess it's a decent ramp card. Evolving Wilds and Fertile Thicket. Is this card good? On top of your library? No, I wouldn't say it's good. Could just take this 2 mana 2/2. that attacks as a 3/3 a lot of the time. I think that's pretty solid. Passing, yeah, Call the Scions and Evolving Wilds. I think Evolving Wilds is just a good card in general, but I think it's okay to pass it here. We're not choked on a bunch of double colors. Okay. So now we're looking at Wojak Bodyguard and Command the Storm. They're both pretty good cards. I think we're gonna take the Bodyguard because I think that's just the kind of deck we're playing. Just want to curve out and attack the opponent, deal them damage, and removal would definitely be good for us. It would make the Chronicler better too, but I think this card is just a little too good to pass. Could take like a Mortal's Resolve. Ooh, Bolt of Keranos. That's a good card. 3 mana for 3 damage, and you get a Scry out of the deal. Unfortunately, it's double red and sorcery speed, but still looks like a good card to me. Yeah, Mortal's Resolve is medium. Might even wheel it. Okay. I think we're going to take a Garenbrig Paladin out of this pack. Double Fireborn Knight is quite a bit, but we are not playing red-white, and I don't think we're getting 4 red mana symbols, and I think the Paladin is just a solid 5-drop. A lot better than like Cinder Hellion, for instance. Yeah. Passing Raging Redcap, Rosethorn Halberd. Not sure how many humans versus non-humans we have. You're a human, I think. You're a human. Okay, a couple non-humans in the 2-drop slot. You're a human, I think. Anyway. I think Briarbridge Patrol is pretty much a trap, but I do like the Quilled Wolf. It's a lot of mana to pump it, but it is a good 2-drop. Passing Clipwings. I don't like the Murderer's Axe either. Rush of Adrenaline is okay. I think another good 2-drop is probably the way to go here. Start thinking about cutting cards like Agent of Horizons and Brindlebore, which are not as exciting. This deck is starting to look really, really strong. Could think about cutting the Stensia Innkeeper too. Okay, Kindled Fury is a trick that I like. We don't have any of those kind of effect. There's also a Bitterbow Sharpshooters, which I think is a solid card. This is actually kind of a close pick. We already have a bunch of big 5 mana things. I think we still take the Sharpshooters though. It's just a solid card. If nothing else, like even if we don't play it, it's a good card against flyers out of the sideboard. So maybe we can cut a Stensia Innkeeper now. Ooh, I think we have some good ones here. Don't love this card. Maybe it's okay. Blocks each combat if able. Actually, that card's not as good as I thought either. I guess we take this thing. Yeah, I think I'd rather have this than that. And the Gluttonous Cyclops is probably not what we're going for here. Okay, we did wheel the Swift Kick. We can try that one out. Or maybe not. I don't love the card. Call the Scions, actually not a bad card. Just because we really could use some ramp. Gravitic Punch. That could be better than like a Lava Axe that's in our sideboard already. Or actually no, we took the Hatchling over it. But I don't really like the Portcullis Vine. Pretty late Hypothesizzle and Okran Assassin and Lurcher, but I assume people just aren't playing those color combinations. I think this is an okay combat trick. We don't really have good devotion to green, I think. But I guess we can start it in the main. This is probably better than the Curious Pair for us. Not sure that we're going to play it though. This is a good sideboard card. Man, tons of red-green cards. We could definitely play a 60-card deck here if we were feeling a little ambitious, but I don't think I'm about to try to do that. Okay, I think there was at least one card that we were hoping to wheel that we didn't, but I think the deck is still quite strong. Okay, so let's sort things by groups. Best creatures, I mean, I think all my 2-drops are good. This is sort of a 3-mana aura, but I think I do like all these cards. We can check the Chronicler later. These 3s are quite strong. And again, this one sort of counts as one of those. These 4s are pretty good. These 5s are mostly strong too. I think I like them in this order. The Hellion last. I mean, this card's insane. This card's quite strong as well. Not sure how many of these we're going to play. Probably at least these two. And yeah, we can check the Chronicler in a second. Alright. Definitely playing like Skewer, Bolt, Savage Punch now. I've picked up some more big stuff, I think. Cartouche is really strong. I think I like Cauldron enough to play it. Could check Call the Scions in a minute. I think Nissa's Judgment's strong too. Less sure about that one though. I think the Swift Kick is worse. I think Fling is worse. Actually, I just think all these cards are. So we could just cut these 6. Then double check whether or not we want like a Scions in a second. But let me look at the Chronicler here. So Chronicler has 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. That's probably just not enough, unfortunately, unless we're going to, like, even if I play a 5th or something, I don't think that's enough. So sadly, the Chronicler's got to go. Could think about like a Mortal's Resolve or a Call the Scions. Let's look at the curve. The 3-mana slot is pretty empty. I don't think it's unreasonable to play the Call the Scions. It's not a great card by any means, but it does get us to some of our bigger stuff eventually. Otherwise, I think Mortal's Resolve is one of the cards I'm keenest on playing. I don't think we need to play it. I think all of our removal, except for the Cauldron, is sorcery speed. You're a sorcery, you're an enchantment. These are sorceries too. Yeah, it's not ideal. But I think this is still a pretty strong deck. Yeah, I think we're gonna run it like this. 7-10. I think I'd rather do 8-9 here. Not sure if I need the Primordial Worm in my deck or not, but I'm going to try it. I think I like 8-9 more because there are only a couple cards that really care about me having a bunch of grain sources, and they are the Paladin and the Primordial Worm. So I think this is okay. And I do have a double red card here at 3, which kind of skews things. But I think this deck is pretty good. We're going to see how it works out. So just take a screenshot and we'll see you for round 1. Alright, we're back for round number 1 with the Gruul deck. This hand seems fine, so we're going to keep it. The old 3 lands and a 5-drop. Might need to lower the curve a little after this game, we'll see. There's a Quilled Wolf. Solid magic card. Crawl Warrior. It's like strictly worse than the Quilled Wolf, but still not bad. Okay. We're taking it. And I think I'm cartouching pre-combat and attacking. Actually, maybe I hold back here. But I do think I go for this. Yeah, let's just hold back. Whoa, that's a Vraska. Okay, that's a bit awkward. Not totally sure what to do about that. wish I could play the Cinder Hellion and just shoot the Vraska. Maybe I go... I think maybe I move to my post-combat main here. And then put this on. Not ideal, but not sure I had a better option. I think I actually block here, because I prevent the Death Toucher from growing, and I have to trade with the Death Toucher anyway. I do miss out on some trample damage, but I think that's fine. Ooh, that's annoying. Okay. Ooh, interesting. So I think now I have to do that and hit the night market so I don't just suicide my guy. Sure. Attack Vraska. They'll probably trade here. Yep, makes sense. Okay, now we're left with a Cinder Hellion and a Savage Punch. Maybe we'll just top deck Rurik Thar. That'd be nice, right? Okay, hit me for 2. You got it. Wicked Guardian. Yeah, I don't imagine that one is going to ping your other creature. Ooh, no, I guess they couldn't have stacked triggers and let their guy live. That would have been spicy, though. If it already had one counter on it, they could have done that. I don't think I care about the Vraska. I don't think I am worried about them having proliferate stuff either. So I think I'd rather just ping them for 2. But this could be incorrect. We'll see. Basically, the choice is, do I play around them having some kind of some black card that... Okay. Okay, this is good. If they attacked with both, I'd be in trouble. So we have to take this and try to use the Savage Punch. Interesting. I think we're just punching and passing. If they have an instant speed removal, we're in trouble. They do. Or a +2/+2. Yikes. Okay. That's quite bad for me. But nothing we could do about that. So we get hit for 3. They can play another 3/2 here unless they have a better card in hand. Really need like a Rurik Thar. That would be ideal. And then the dragon would be probably second best. Pirate's Cutlass. Okay. I think you'd rather do that than play this. I don't think I agree with that, but eh. Okay, Call the Scions does literal nothing here. But I guess it rewarded them for not playing the Carver. There's the Carver. No, Sharpshooters. Okay. and that will hit me for 6 now. And it has trample, so we kind of need an answer. Okay, go to 1. That's not going to do it. Okay, I think we're just dead here based on trample, so yep. That was a pretty brutal Vraska. Opponent's deck seems decent for sure. Anything that seems good against them? They're green-black. They had like 1 flyer. I think we're probably just going to run it back here. I guess Gravitic Punch cannot hit Planeswalkers, which might be relevant. I think we'd rather have called the Scions than like a Stensia Innkeeper on the play, but that could be wrong. I think we're running it back. We saw like 1-ish target for Return to Nature in the cut list, but I don't think that's enough. Yeah. Let's just hope for a nice aggressive draw here. That's not going to cut it. Okay, that one is. I think I bottom the Scions here. Yeah. Strong cards in hand, but we might just be dead. Maybe we're supposed to draw first in this matchup. There's no way that's right, though. Deck is too aggressive. Important we play the Mountain there. If we're going for a turn 3 Bolt, we'll see. Like if they go for a Crawl Warrior, maybe. If they play nothing, we're not doing that. Ooh, that was a good card, but unfortunately, we're not able to play it quite yet. Kind of wish we had that Scions, right? Sure, I accept. I will raise you a 4-mana 4/4, and we really need land 5. Where are the Scions that I bottomed? Land? Never lucky. I think I'm not proud of this, but I think we do this just to scry. Nope. Not an ideal trade for us, but just looking at our hand, okay, whatever. A little confused why they didn't do that on their turn and attack, but that's okay. Sure. Land. Okay, land. Please? Don't do me with this upkeep stop. Okay, there we go. I think I just play this over the Harbinger. That makes the Nissa's Judgment a little better. I already have a creature with a +1/+1 counter on it. Not that it really needs another counter, but still. Okay, the Erinx. So now we can play the Rurik Thar. Do you think that's pretty good? If they want to pump their mana to trade for the Rurik Thar, so be it. It's easy to forget that this guy has reach too, so there's a decent chance they attack for 2 with the bat. If they just go for a Vraska here, I'll be so sad. Nice. This is what we like to see. Yes, I do have a ton of insane rares in my deck. Okay. So I think I just attack with both and then play the Harbinger. So they're probably, oh, they just had enough. Okay. Not bad, not bad. We do have good cards in our deck. So as long as we draw them. The Sagittarius Volley. So we saw a couple hits for that now. Saw the Night Market Lookout, and we saw the Basilica Screecher. Could potentially get a 2-for-1 with a Volley in particular. If we hit a Lookout and then there's a Screecher on the battlefield, they both die. Not sure if we want to sideboard that in. Could be better than something we're playing. Maybe a Warhound. Sure. Maybe that's a little too aggressive. We only saw a couple flyers, but I think this is fine. Yeah, we do have, I don't know, one crazy flyer in our deck. At least a couple cards with reach, too. That might not have been necessary. Okay, we're going to keep this pretty easily. Okay, opponent's on a mulligan. It's good for us. Sure. Cheap spell. One time. Do have a bunch of 2-drops in the deck. Nope, just a forest. Okay. Okay, no plays. Somberwald Alpha. Now we get to hold up Cauldron, Volley. Next turn we get to play the Alpha. I think we let this happen. See what they go for post-combat here. Crawl Warrior. Yeah. Guess we kill that. It feels like they probably have the Garen Brig here. So I'm actually going to kill this. They just passed. Interesting. Not sure now. I guess we go for the Alpha. I think we, is it too defensive if we, or, I don't know. It feels like this is bad for us either way, but I'm going to try to preserve my life total here and get blown out by the +2/+2. Oh, really? Nice. Maybe they go for a Lookout now. Nice, or an Aeronaut. That's what I was saying the other one. Whatever. Okay. Sharpshooters. Now maybe if they go for the Screecher. Oh, the Foulmire Knight. Okay. Not in love with playing Rurik Thar with the Death Toucher on the battlefield. So, I guess we make this attack. Sure. I think That's good for us. I mean, it's a bad trade, but now we get to play Rurik. Can pay 6 life to 2 for 1 ourselves. Sounds like a deal to me. Okay. Vraska or bust? I think it's wrong for them to scoop here, even if they're thinking about it. Okay. Okay. Drawing a big creature would have been nice, but I think we're still okay here. Sure. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately nothing I can do about this. So we trade here. Yep. Would love the dragon at this point. What else would be good here? I think a lot of stuff would be good. Soul Flare. Yikes. Death Touch, Flying, Reach, Trample, Vigilance. And a Pirate's Cutlass. Okay. Soul Flare is a little bit terrifying. I think we're probably dead to that. We need to draw removal like now. That does not do it. Well, guess we attack for 2. Maybe they block. The only way we have a chance here is if they block. Nice. Okay, well, thank you, opponent, for that one. Savage Punch, not going to do it. Okay, 2/1 Death Touch. It's a good card, but not terrible for me here. Soul Salvage. Yuck. Okay, I think we're dead. Take 3. We need the dragon, and even if we... No, maybe we're not dead if we draw the dragon. Wojak, Bodyguard. Well, we're not literally dead. Okay. So I think we can maybe chump here, eat this. Doesn't seem super unreasonable. Pretty sure we're dead no matter what happens here. Vraska, yeah, that's gonna kill me. Aspirant, whenever it becomes blocked, not whenever it blocks or becomes blocked. So it can't actually shoot these, but we can play it anyway. We're not technically dead on board until they re-equip, so. Okay, they didn't re-equip. So just didn't want to go for lethal on board, I guess. Yeah, can't say I totally understand what's going on, but yeah. It doesn't matter how we block here either. Make another one. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're just dead. Yep, Leafkin Druid, not gonna cut it. So an unfortunate one there, but sometimes that's just how it goes. We drew a lot of lands after the Rurik Thar. All right, back with round number 2 with the sick Gruul deck. Let's see how this goes. 2 lands. I think we're gonna keep it. It's a little bit awkward. Any land gets us to the Cauldron. We need a mountain to get us to this. 2 lands get us to the, well, to this one. It's pretty bad on the play actually, but I'm still keeping it. Do have, I think, 7 mountains left in the deck for the Bolt. Okay, that was not one of them, but it was a land, so can't complain too much. Burning Prophet, I see. Well, we're gonna try to get a little greedy here. Just shoot this down so the Pegasus can't attack us. But I think we have to get that greedy. Oh, another Pegasus, okay. This time I think we're playing the Outland Boar. Pretty nice draw. Opponent's stuck on 2 lands as well. They cannot block the boar. Okay, hit me for 4. Sure. Okay. Chew back for 4. I think we probably want to go for a Bolt of Keranos here rather than playing the Bodyguard. Just look for a land. That's not a land. Yeah, I think we're just going to bottom this. So now the Pegasus can't attack, and it also can't block because our guy's too big. Land. Nice. Okay. Attack for 4. You can't block. Yeah, okay. Or at least you can't double block. And pretty similar line of text here. Hit me for 5. Does not matter. Oh, that was a yikes. Summary Judgment. Okay. I think I just play the Harbinger after attacking for 5. They're pretty much dead here. We're at 11. We can just ping flyers and non-flyers for 1 each, and they die. If they have like land lava axe and we don't block, they can kill us, but not super afraid of that. Um, 4 plus 4 plus 3. So I guess we do need to block here, right? So we might as well get their thing off the battlefield. Take 8. That card's pretty scary, I have to say. It is a sorcery, but yikes. I think we now go for Anissa's Judgment, killing this. Oops, actually. Let's not tap out a red, no reason to. Do this, and we lose to a haste creature, but that's whatever. Okay, pretty, yeah. Didn't think you had something there, but if you did, good job. That was a much closer game than I would have expected. Their deck is super aggressive. I think this is another Sagittars Volley matchup. Yeah, definitely, actually. We saw 3 flyers from them. Warhound can go out on the draw, maybe even Brindlebore in. I like it better than Scions, I think, on the draw. Could think about a Clip Wings as well. But I think we're just going to run it like this. Okay, I think we have to keep this, but it's pretty slow. How many of our spells are cheap? Not as many as the average deck that I play. Yeah, I think we keep this, but if we don't draw cheap spells, we lose. Okay. That was a cheap spell. That was another one too, so that's pretty good. Good running there. We're gonna block if you have a combat trick. Good job. Nope. Okay, another one. And that. Can't be blocked by blue creatures. Okay. I think we're just playing defense here. Yeah, no reason to attack with this that I can think of. Just need to stop them from killing us in like a couple turns here. Okay, easy blocks for us here. This one on this one, this one on this one. If they have something to pump this, we sack it and gain the life. Okay, this just happens. It's pretty good. I think we'd still rather keep this back to block the 1 damage. Obviously nothing we can play from our hand at this point. Okay, hit me for 4. I accept. 1/1 lifelink. Okay, it's not a good card. Play the sharpshooters. They have reach. This has reach. We have a removal spell too. I think we attack with this. Vigilance, too good. Now we do this. Can still gain 4 life if we need to. And they just conceded. Okay. So that was a pretty fast one. All right, on to round 3. All right, we are back with round number 3. Looks like we're probably going to be on the draw here. Yep. Decent hand, nothing amazing. We will keep. Lay of the Land, solid card. Okay. Get a Plains, sure. This player's a little bit slower than the last one. 2 mana, 1/3, gain 3 life. Okay. So it's like a Daybreak Chaplain, I guess. That was a good draw for us there. Got some plays lined up for future turns now. Ooh, interesting. I think we're going to skewer that one. Yep. Fortunately, it doesn't look like we're getting there just yet on the Adamant, but that's okay. If we just drew like no more lands for the rest of the game, I think I'd be pretty happy. No attacks, interesting. Okay. Play land. This card is quite solid. Let's hope they don't have a pump spell this time. Looks like they do have something here. Maybe just tapping it. Okay, I'm not afraid of what kind of bluff this might be. If you have something, show it to me. You have nothing. Okay, so it was literally just a bluff. Alright, play the Scions. Turn late. Pass turn. I think I'd rather lead with the Hellion than the Paladin, just in case we draw green mana, assuming that we're not going to next turn. Whoa, that is a Tristani. Okay. Like to draw a forest. I guess not, actually. That was quite a good draw, too. So let's just do this. I could even kill the Tristani right now. Do think it's a pretty good card, so maybe it's just worth killing. And I do get to attack for 3 this way as well. Actually, I get to attack for 5, right? So now I get to do this, and I can choose this one, and it gets +2/+2 just because I have another creature with power 4 or greater. Choose a creature I don't control. Yeah. And now we attack for 5. That was a good turn. They're down to 12. No more life gain shenanigans for you. Tap target creature. I accept. Do they have a destroy target tapped creature? Nope, just a concession. All right. Well, that was a pretty good one for us. Killed their bomb rare and hit them for 5 the turn we did it. So I'm glad we took a second to untap and think about that. Let me see here. Green, white, aggro. Well, not aggro, actually a lot closer to defense. I think the Warhound is going to be pretty good in this matchup for once. And yeah, I don't see too much that I think we'd want to change, so I think we're running it back. Okay, pretty good hand with the Leafkin Druid. 2 lands and some good removals for sure. Presumably at some point I'm going to be able to put the Nissa's Judgment counter on the Leafkin Druid. I have mixed feelings about this card. The fact that it's a bite effect rather than a fight, or a punch even, I get. Well, no, it's not a punch. The fact that it doesn't deal damage to your own creatures is super good, but the fact that it's 5 mana, like, I don't know. Feels like I'd rather probably have a Hunt the Weak. Okay, we're going to play this. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's an argument for the Warhound, but I'd rather just have more mana, especially if I draw a 3 mana card. Or if I just want to play a Skewer or something. Okay. So I guess I put the Warhound on the Druid, and I can just tap it if I ever don't want to use the ability. It's kind of awkward, but it does something, and I think I'd rather do something than nothing here. Four mana, Capture Sphere. That's annoying. Okay. Well, now it's going to be one more land for us to get to the Rurik Thar compared to how it would have been, but I guess they could have done that to us regardless. They are Bant, by the way. Gift of Paradise. Okay. Land for us would be nice. Or just like a 4-drop, something castable and with power. Okay, land is fine. Hand is just loaded with, let's see, what is that? 24 points of damage off of the Rurik Thar. So hopefully we don't have to play the Rurik Thar before we drop some of the removal. We'll see. 6 mana. What do you got for me? I'm ready, I think. What is this? Just a big draw spell? Draw 4 cards. Okay. That's pretty strong, but I think we can beat it. It's also an instant, so I'm not sure why you did it then, but I guess better that than forgetting and letting... Oh, I guess you get to make a land drop. Sure. Alright, Sharpshooters. That's a solid one. I don't actually think we're in that bad of shape, despite them drawing all those cards. I think my hand is stacked, and now that we have a creature in play, sure, they go for a Trostani. Now we have the Cartouche. Let's see if they have removal for the Sharpshooters. No. They do get to gain 6 life here, but I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, rather than slam the Rurik, I think I go for this Cartouche. Don't kill me. Okay, nice. I'm not about to skewer their 1/3. That card does not matter here. And I'm not sure if we'll spend more removal before the Rurik hits the field, but we'll see. To some extent, Trostani is a counter to Rurik. I wonder if they were in the same set. I don't think they were. It's not going to tell me from there. But I think this was in the Ravnica set before. Yikes. What are you? Okay. So it's not inherently terrifying, but it's not good for me either. I can't go for like a skewer on the 4/4 flyer and then a post-combat Rurik, unfortunately. I think I just go for Savage Punch. Actually, maybe no, I'll just punch here. Is that wrong? No, I think this is correct. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, we just have infinite removal, so sorry, opponent. We attack for 7. Okay. Not even playing the Rurik Thar yet. They have something else. We've got 2 more removal spells. Okay, go ahead and gain 4 life. We could even beat the 7/7 with the Nissa's Judgment, but wasn't sure that I wanted to take that risk. Unflinching Courage. Okay. That doesn't matter either. Sorry. See if they're saying something in chat. No? Not even a little salty about all this? I would be probably a little salty about this. Like, this is insane. Okay, they're not giving up yet. 5 mana. Trollbred Guardian. That's a good magic card. Can turn that into a 7/7. They're going for it now. Okay. Scalding Cauldron. A little unfortunate. How do we do this? Part of me wants to go Cauldron and Rurik and then just attack for 12 next turn. Seems pretty good, right? Like, I can't double remove. I don't want to lose my guy. So I think, yeah, I think we're just doing this. Okay. Sure. Yeah, it doesn't matter. 6 plus 9. No, we can't kill that anyway, so just order like this. Now we shoot this. Now we play this. Pass turn. Still pretty absurd position for us. Okay, they're going to scry. Now we just get to attack, and if they go to a low life total, they're just dead. Okay, go to 1. And the BM Spectacle Skewer to close out the game. That was pretty nice. No salt from them, unfortunately. No tasty salt, but I would have been salty from that. I almost was just from match 1, but I still had fun. I hope you guys did too. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you back soon for at least one more Chaos Draft.